Welcome back, everyone. It's John Wade Boggs fan. Well, before I really started creating content on YouTube, which was March of last year, 2020, I uploaded uh, two videos, I think, to my channel. And that was one of a tour of the Boggs room. And another one was a video of me at a card signing having Wade Boggs sign a custom home plate in which he put a lot of inscriptions on it for me. And someone who's been following my channel recently watched that video and wanted to know whether I had done a follow-up video showing off a close-up of that home plate. And I got to thinking, and I don't believe I've followed up with any videos once I started making content on what exactly it has been signed on it and so on. There may be a picture out there somewhere, but you may not have a good look. So I thought I would show it off in this video, and you could see all the different inscriptions that I had Wade put on it. But before I turn the camera around to show it off, I want to give a little bit of a backstory, because again, that video that I posted is just the video shot of him signing. There's no context to it, there's no background, and so on. So it was at the 2019 National out in Chicago. I was introduced by a fellow Boggs collector, Richard Davis. I was introduced to Tim Kunsis. I think that's how you pronounce it. Tim was the owner of Barwood Sports, and I believe it was a fairly new company that he was starting up. And what he did was, and still does, is make custom home plates out of wood and tailored them to different players and had different designs and things like that. And it was later on in 2019, because I knew I wanted him to make one of me of Wade Boggs. So it was around Christmas time that I got one custom made by him. And the reason why I wanted to get it is for about 4 or 5 years running, Wade would attend a signing up in northern New Jersey. And being in Pennsylvania, it wasn't too far of a drive, so I had been heading out there on a few occasions. That's where those jerseys behind me there, I got most of them signed at those events. So I already had it in my mind that I wanted him to sign this home plate and put as many career statistics and things like that as I could fit on. So come time of the show, which was toward the end of January of 2020, yeah, I got to get my time frame here. Toward the end of 2020, I reached out to Wade. I think it was via Twitter or something like that, and I said, "Hey, looking forward to seeing you again at this show." And I said, "I need to warn you. I'm going to be bringing something that is pretty cool, and that you're going to have a lot to sign." And he goes, "Hey, sounds good. See you there and stuff." So now I had to pay for his signature, his autograph. And I forget what they categorize this home plate as in terms of a flat memorabilia or something, but it was that flat fee just for his autograph. Okay. And you'll see, and I had to pay for each, I was honest, I paid for each inscription. So this wasn't cheap, but it is a one-of-a-kind piece that I will cherish forever. But anyway, so I'm in line, and I see people with a ball, maybe a photograph and stuff, and I know that he's going to be signing for a while. So I'm letting people go ahead of me in line. I'm like, "Hey, go ahead." And once I started finally getting up to the line, they're like, well, what are you having him sign? And so I'm showing this home plate, and I'm telling all these people, and they're like, wow, that's going to be awesome and stuff. So I finally get, up there in line, and I show Wade what I want him to sign, and he thinks it's really cool. And I had a piece of paper drawn out with all the different sections of this home plate of what I wanted and what pen color, because there's two different colored pens and stuff. He looked at those instructions line by line, and I mean, he did a great job to make sure that nothing was done wrong. I mean, he was perfect. He was a great sport. We were, chatting, during it. And as he's signing and signing, all these people that are in line are like watching. And at the very end, I had my wife, who was with me, take a picture of us. Well, I get a couple other people in line who I don't know. They're like, hey, stay there. I want to get a picture too. They wanted to get a picture of me and Wade with this home plate that he signed. And I bet you, well, my video, which I'll have a link to that video in case you hadn't seen it. I'll put a link to that video in the description of this video, and I'll also put a link to the homepage for Barnwood Sports. You really need to check Tim's company out. He's doing some pretty cool things with the Baseball Hall of Fame and some other things as well. So definitely check him out if you have any interest in doing something like that for maybe your favorite baseball player. But the video lasted close to 5 minutes, and that's how long it took him to sign everything. So again, Wade, if you're watching this, thank you again for your patience and willing to help out a big Wade Boggs fan. So with that background in mind, I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'll just quickly show off that signed Wade Boggs home plate. All right, here is a wide angle view here, because as you can see, this is the home plate. It is rather large. Actually, it may actually be the size of a regular home plate. My guess is actually it may even be a little bit bigger. But you have the red and white stripes. You have Boggs's number. You have B for Boston there. You have a National Baseball Hall of Fame logo. At the bottom, let's see if I can do it here. Yeah, at the bottom is a facsimile autograph. So I'm going to go through and show you all the things that I had him sign. Let's see if I can show it here. All right. So we got 328 career batting average, 3,010 hits for his career. He had number 26 retired by the Red Sox on 5/26/16. 12-time All-Star, 5-time AL batting champ, 8-time Silver Slugger, 369 career batting average at Fenway, 4 straight 200 hit, 100 walk seasons, which I think is still a record to this day. Of course, there's his nice bold autograph, Hall of Fame 05. Right below that, 96 World Series champs. What a ride. Of course, riding on the horse there. He won the Gold Glove Award in 94 and 95, so Gold Glove. Over here, we have 7 straight 200 hit seasons. Chicken Man is his nickname. And there you have it. So there was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I had 12 inscriptions on this, and I think you can see why I consider this in terms of memorabilia. Now, I have game used bats and some things like that, but stuff that Wade has signed, and especially for me, this is at the top of my collection, because it's to me it's just an awesome piece. So hope you enjoyed taking a closer look at my autographed and inscribed custom home plate. So again, check out Barnwood Sports, the link in the description. And let's wrap this up with some trivia. The trivia question from last video was, if Nelson Cruz, 40 years, 9 months old on opening day, hits 30 home runs during the 2021 season, he will become the oldest player to have done so. Who is the current record holder? Now, I had some pretty good guesses, and a couple people guessed Darrell Evans. And I hadn't thought of Darrell Evans in a long time, but I'm like, boy, you know what? That's a good guess. I believe he played into his early 40s. I always remember him as an older looking player, but it wasn't Darrell Evans. And I'm trying to remember off the top of my head now what some of the other guesses were. There were some good guesses, but a couple of you got this, and the answer is David Ortiz, who hit his 30th home run of the 2016 season at 40 years, 9 months, and 6 days old. So there you go. Big Papi is in the lead, but we'll see if Nelson Cruz can break the record. All right, I'm going to switch back over again to do a quote. Hopefully, this is one where is somewhat obvious, maybe, as to who said it. Again, I want to try to do a quote where you have some sense of maybe who said it, but I don't know, maybe occasionally I'll just throw something out there just as an interesting quote. So, but here is the quote for this video, and I'll have the answer for you, of course, in my next video. So the quote is, baseball is the only field of endeavor where a man can succeed 3 times out of 10 and be considered a good performer. So, yeah, if you really think about it, you know, you all else being equal, if you're a career 300 hitter, you're one of the better hitters in the history of the game, and that's only 3 times out of 10. Just shows you how difficult it is to make contact with the ball and get a hit. So there you have it. That's all I have for you guys. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.